What is up, Legends? Another week down. A lot of interesting stuff. I'm actually doing this Saturday evening, and a lot of interesting stuff happening, and we're gonna get into it. Very, very interesting week overall, gamer wise. Android, mobile, PC. PC, I got some bangers to talk to you about. Some really good stuff. And I know it's a pandemic and all, but there's one game I am strongly suggesting that you guys get because I've already played it. You will see the review on the channel a day before the game actually launches. It is a major game. It's so good, but we're going to get to that in a bit. The very first thing for the week that we're going to talk about is the Jujutsu Kaisen Amyoji collaboration. Now, it's going to basically be with all of them, which is the Amyoji RPG, the battle chess, the card game, and there's another one. Oh, the arena. It's all getting Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, what? Jujutsu Kaisen. What? Hello? What? Playoff P. Uh-oh, Paul George must be messing up. That's a different video, though. So yeah, get into that. Next up, I've already registered Fantasy 3 Kingdoms. I've been reassured that this is a fun game. I am skeptical. I'm not gonna lie, because whenever I see these types of games, I'd be like, yo, like y'all got me effed up. But people be coming at me like, yo, you gotta play it, you gotta try. It's pretty good. You're gonna like it. And then I'll play it, and it'd be absolute garbage, and I'll be mad at somebody. But I've been reassured that it's a city kind of town builder, but it's pretty good. It's gonna be a really fun game. So I'm not gonna do any type of trailer or anything on it. It's just gonna be part of the HypeWatch, and we're gonna just look out for it. It's supposed to be coming sometime soon, so you can register now, as you can see. And yeah, next up is Moonlight Sculptor. As you can see, it is coming out in 2 days. Basically, in 2 days. Probably is going to be at night. Looking at that time frame, it's probably going to be at night when I'm asleep, and I'm just going to wake up in the morning and do the review. Because sometimes they be expecting me to be like, we like, it's going to be out 3 a.m. in the morning. And I'll be like, I'm asleep. I don't know what y'all talking about. 3 a.m. EST? No, thanks. I'm asleep. I don't do stuff like that anymore, just to let you guys know. I used to do stuff like that, like two years ago, but if you notice, I'm not always the first review out. There's channels that'll beat me by like a half a day. Because I don't want to be the first review. I just want to be the best one. I just want to be the best honest one and at least know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to need to play the game. I'm going to need to have it running properly because I like to have stuff run at 60 FPS on here so it looks smooth on YouTube. I found that 30 FPS, and I didn't notice until this year, actually. As long as I've been on YouTube, 30 FPS does not do well on YouTube. And I used to think it was other things, but what it really is 30 FPS. So whenever anything is 30 FPS, it just doesn't do well. And I think that's a newer thing with YouTube, the way that they encode now, that it's kind of crappy. So I just like to make sure. And if the game looks really bad on YouTube, I won't even review it, to be honest with you. Or I just won't even upload the video. That's why sometimes people ask me, what about this game? What about that game? And I just like, I'm not doing it. And that's probably the reason why. But yeah, Moonlight Sculptor, there it is. All right, so the next one we're gonna talk about is Danganronpa, which is this is the PC version, by the way. I don't have the PC version, as you can see, but the Android version is coming out soon, I believe, in a few days, and I might get that one, even though it's going to cost money. It's like $15 or $16. I've been meaning and been wanting to play this, and I figured, you know what, I might as well do it on mobile so I can take it on the go and play it somewhere like that, because I do go places where I have to like wait and stuff like that nowadays. Since the pandemic is winding down a little bit, not a lot, a little bit. People getting a little bit too happy when they run outside, but I don't think this is quite over yet. We probably got like another year of light stuff before it's completely gone, which is good. At least we can see the end, but I don't think it's over yet. But this is a pretty good game. This is an excellent game, but it's coming mobile and it's only like $15. How much is it on PC? 40. That's, oh, it has DLC though. It's 40, but 15 on mobile? Bruh. Anyway, that's a good deal. Next up, we have Biomutant. Guys, it's not out yet, and you can see right there that I have this game, so I'm not making it up for you guys right now. I can't show you what I've done or the review yet. You will see it before the game is actually out. I'm putting together something. This game is fun. You want to talk about fun? This game is fun. Borderlands-like, Skyrim-like, Breath of the Wild-like. This game is amazing. You got crafting in it. Character can make its own type of skills. You can put the skills together. You can make how your character wants to look. You can craft the gear, like the gear that the character has on right there. You can make the gear look however you want. Of course, it's going to have different stats according to whatever you find out in the world with crafting and stuff like that. But this game is amazing. It's amazing. If there's a game that I suggest you this year, it would be Returnal on PS5, because that's amazing too. And Biomutant. This game, you will not regret playing this game. It is, the world is gorgeous looking. Like, look at that boss right there. Like, that is ridiculous. Like, all of this game is great. So trust me. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything else like that. They just gave me the key to do the review because that's a part of my job, of course. But it's amazingly good. Trust me. It also reminds me a lot of Aloy story with her game. I can't remember the name, but it reminds me a lot of that. It's kind of the same type of dystopian type of world like that. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Next up, Sword of Legends. Sword of Legends is now available for you guys to actually come in. Like you guys know, why is it not playing? Oh, I clicked it. It's available now for people to purchase and come in on the early beta. And the beta is going to be wiped, but every purchase that you make on the beta is going to be refunded to you. So when it goes live, you can actually use it. But the combat in this game, look at this combat. Everything that you see here, this is not hype for a trailer. This is exactly how you fight in this game. It is amazing. Like, look at, like, that's my character right there. The sword mage, right? The sword mage is doing some ill stuff. Every character is good. It's like playing a Asian martial arts movie, but you controlling the movie. It's typical MMO types. Like, you're not gonna find anything different, but it's just like the combat in between and the way that the characters look. They did a good job on character design. They did a good job on the combat. The overall gaming loop, is the same as any other MMO out there. We're just gonna be honest. But as you can see right there, that part right there, you can make that's a house right there. That's a house right there. That's inside of a house right there. Crazy. And you can actually make that hot tub thing right there. Like, I want to make a damn hot tub and have my character chilling. The only thing that pisses me off in this game is that you can't be black. They got fake black people. They got that orange tan, like you've been in the sun for like an hour type of black people. It's not real. In the screen, it looks like you can make a dark skin, but when you put it on the character, it looks like he got a damn tan. It looks like he Hawaiian. Like, I'm like, bruh. But you see the combat and everything else. Man, was that the swordman? Or let me find the swordman putting in work like that. But anyway, it is a amazingly fun game. I hate to hype up 2 games in a row, but if there's like this is MMO out there, and it's buy to play. It's not free to play, and they're gonna just strangle you. Everything in the store is cosmetic. Nothing in the store is designed to help you do anything other than just look cool. That's all you're gonna do is look cool in this game with that. You just straight buy it and you're good. Plenty of content, dungeons and everything else, but yeah. If you have the money, by all means, pick it up. Next up, we're gonna talk about stuff that's on the channel. Now, I'm confused. Legend. I'm hella confused. Because why does this have almost 10K views? This game. This is about the easiest game. Like, y'all think I be I think I be making it up when I say that this is popular now. And I don't even be wanting to do these videos. I'll be 100% with you. I'm not going to be one of them YouTubers that just be cashing in views acting like I like the game. I don't do that bullshit. I don't like this type of game. But this is why I say we have to Counterside, which literally is on the right-hand side right there. Support that game. Support stuff support Genshin and Honkai and Punishing Grey River when that comes out, because that's coming soon too. Support those games. I don't understand. Like, well, how did we end up at this point? Is it because of the pandemic? It gotta be because of the pandemic. Props to them that they getting money off this type of stuff and that people are really liking it and stuff. Like, look, I got 17 dislikes because they probably feel the same way I feel about this. I ain't even mad at the dislikes because I know this shouldn't be. But I don't understand. It's probably going to end up with like 20, 30,000 views because that's just the way that it's pacing right now, and it's not stopping. Now, I know this is me and it's my video and stuff like that. I shouldn't be saying stuff like that because that's good for me, but it's not good from a gaming standpoint. That's why I'm like, oh, like, why this one of all? Like, can the Counterside stuff trend, please? Which it is, by the way. But can we get the other stuff to trend? Like, can we get the really hype stuff? Like, there's nothing to hype about this, but whatever. If you like it, you like it. Power to you. Power to the company. Y'all getting money. And I just want the more skill-based games to be trending too. Speaking of which, we have Counterside. And I actually have something to say about this. Now, I usually end up in a different zone compared to other creators. Because if you notice, I teach you guys according to the gameplay loop. I teach according to how to play the game and succeed in the game without spending money. And what's popular on YouTube is the whale. So I end up directly clashing with the majority of the YouTubers because they're teaching you how to whale and chase better. And that's not really teaching you how to play the game. And that's because that's what's popular. And I don't fault them necessarily, but at the same time, I do fault them because it's like, you know, you're doing something dirty and there's a better way to do it, but it's benefiting you. So you're going to do the easy, dirty thing. And that's what happens when you're a YouTuber teaching people how to play a game through money and meta rather than teaching people how to play a game. And that's why I always end up clashing with these people, when my videos always end up clashing with other people, because I'm like, what the fuck are you, like, what are they talking about? Like, like 90% of the population can't play the game like this, which is why I don't teach people like that. So when I do the how to start strong videos, it's never I never tell you how to start strong, spend $100. I will never do that. You would never. But if you look at other videos who use my title, because I started the how to start strong. Nobody else on YouTube started that. I did. Like literally like 7 to 8 years ago. I literally have the ownership on that. And nobody could take it from me. They were like, oh, I was doing, no, you wasn't here like 7, 8 years ago. Stop it. The sounding problem is that, again, when you see stuff like this, then like they'll come into my video and you're like, well, damn, like Sion doing this and Sion ain't spend no money. And then you go to another video and it's like 40, 50,000, 100,000 views, and they wailed and they were like, this character's amazing. And I'm like, dude, you limit broke it like 10 goddamn times and your account cost $1,000. I assume the character would be amazing. You're a god. like you can't, you better not lose. You better not come on Twitch talking about you amazing and then your character die in some low level mission because you're trash at the game, which happens. No, I'm not going to say who does that, but it happens. If I ever spent $1,000 on any gacha game and die in any dungeon, I will just delete my whole YouTube channel because I'd never Never. I will never be that person. And that is direct shade. I would never be that garbage at gaming to spend that much money and my character still die. So like, no the hell way. But that happened, and people was getting on the person, and I'm sitting there looking at it, and people were telling me to chime in. This is my chime in, by the way, on this situation, and people were getting mad because they're saying like this person always makes guides and everything else. I'm not gonna even tell you what game, but this person makes guides and everything else. How the hell he dying? It's because there's a lot of YouTubers and there's a lot of gamers who spend their way through everything. And when it comes down to actually gaming and being able to play a game, they don't know how. So what ends up happening is when there is a skill check in the game, no matter how powerful you are, you need to pass that skill check. And if you don't pass the skill check, your $1,000 account character is probably going to be face planted, and you're going to be embarrassed to fuck off of social media. And that's kind of what happens. So, in the hindsight of all of this, like you kind of like somebody's going to be mad somewhere because I'm saying this, but it's still the reality, the truth. And I'm going to say it again: whales shouldn't be teaching people how to play these games. Whales just make whale guides. They say, I'm a whale, this is what happens when I whale. Don't whale and then say, this is how you play this game, because you're not teaching anybody anything. You're not in the proper reality of the game. I've been saying this for years, and it's relevant every single time because it's the damn truth, because it's two different realms. It's like telling God to be normal, basically. You can't tell God to be normal. God can't be normal. God is going to like flick his fingers and punch somebody somewhere. So of course you're going to make things look godly. And that's my problem. So I hope when you see videos like this, you guys kind of like understand where I'm coming from and where everybody else is coming from, and just use your common sense to say, hey, this person kind of limit broke like 100 times. This is kind of why this is easy right now. Like, it'll start to, you'll start to hear it. Now that I'm saying it, you're going to start to hear it in your head and start to look at certain videos, start to look at certain things, and start to understand a lot. Just because somebody's popular or something's popular doesn't necessarily mean that it's good for your teaching. And it's kind of happening in this game too, because you have some people who are getting views and teaching you guys bad habits and making you try to chase, like, specifically in this game, trying to like, you guys should wait for meta, and like, bro, this is gonna be like 6 months from now. So you supposed to not summon? How are you supposed to play the damn game? Like, no. Like, you get like a month or two in advance before this stuff starts to come. And then you can figure out from there if you want to save or something else. Like, you don't just wait for some imaginary meta that we don't even have a schedule for when shit is supposed to come. Shut the hell up, man. Anyway. King Sense came at a bad time. It was a bad time for this game to come, because this is not a bad game. It's just at a bad time. If I was in a company, I would look around. I would really look around and say, you know what, what's coming out at this point in time? Can we compete? And like, should we be around this? Like, if I was them, I would have been nowhere near Counterside in My Hero. I would release this in June. This be in June. Don't even be in this month. Don't even, because everybody done forgot about this game now. Everybody done forgot about it. And it's sad because it's not a bad game. It's just and then next week, hint, hint, Punishing Grey Raven. Actually, is it next week or the week after? Like, it's soon. It's soon. And another game I can't even tell you. This was a bad time for King Sense to come out. And this is all, whoever is in charge of localization, that is like, it should be a part of a company's job to figure out when is it a proper time. Music industry does that. Like let's say Nicki Minaj has a video coming out. You think they're gonna let any other female be around that launch? They're not going to want to directly go up against Nikki like that. Nikki hasn't really done much in a while since last week, but and every other female with any other, you know, music industry type of company, they see Nikki come out, like, bitch, your video coming out next year. like you know, you June, July, you are not going to be anywhere near Nikki's launch. Like, no way. You go on vacation for the summer, come back, and we'll talk about your record launch. Like that's how you do stuff like this. You don't come out literally before two of the hottest games for the announced of the year. Everybody been waiting for Counterside, and everybody been waiting for this My Hero game. There was no reason for this to come out at this point in time, and it's unfortunate again because this is a good, solid game. Like, it would do well if it just wasn't surrounded by those two games. So it might be already in trouble of being overshadowed. And last but not least, Shield Hero. And I'm gonna end the video right here. Shield Hero is interesting because this game is actually good. It doesn't look good. That's the problem. The characters look a little bit weird. They look a little bit weird. They look like they're drawn a little bit weird. They're not drawn by the original artist. They're not drawn according to how we're used to. And it's chibi right here. So that kind of put people a little bit off. But this is a good game. It's a good anime game, which is rare. There's like 1% good anime games out there, but this is definitely one of them. It has everything from the show, including depth in the characters and depth in the combat, because you can actually change the characters to how you want them to act and react in the fights, which you usually don't get a chance. You pretty much get the pre-con bullshit, where you just like, hey, we're going to manage the character. You RPG manage the character, and then summon, and they get stronger, and you're just watching them. You're still managing. You're like, you're the coach on the bench, and they say, put me in, coach, and that's all you do. It's not quite like that, and they give a good representation of the Shield Hero franchise. So, oh my god, freaking ads! What is this ad? What is this? This is a Honda commercial, bruh. I thought that was a video game. Honda getting adventurous. Anyway, but this is an excellent game. So if you have seen this game or tried it out, it's on Q app, and it's a pretty good game if you don't feel like if you feel that you can handle dealing with the language barrier. But it's not that much of a barrier because the majority of the game is already in English anyway. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys. And oh, this is Kang. This is my boy Kang. Like, he's been a friend for a long time. Giving him some press. Follow Kang Gaming on the Twitches. Give him some love. He's a homie. He's playing Metopia. That was an accident, but whatever. It's a happy accident. I'm happy to give him some press. Definitely follow him and tell him that you came from my HypeWatch video, so he knows where you came from, so you don't be just random like, who are these people? Anyway, I will catch you guys next video. Thanks for watching. Also, thank you guys for all the views and everything else, and the interaction. My channel interaction is so high, and YouTube likes it so much. I keep getting pings on my YouTube dashboard about my interaction, that people have high interaction. It's mainly because I premiere a lot, and you guys talk through it, and that's the whole point. Somebody asks, like, why does this guy keep doing premieres? Because I want people to interact. And I don't like, I'm gonna say something that it's not good to say this as a YouTuber, but I actually don't like the comment section, because the comment section, for one, it gets hard to manage that, and two, is impersonal. I like a more personal approach of premieres, because when there's information, it's real time in the premiere, and people can talk and say, if somebody has a problem, dude, I can't get this to work, how does this work, or something like that. Somebody say, dude, do this right there. That's real time. And sometimes I'm there, but about 50% I'm not, because I'm super busy. I'm always busy reviewing. Like, after this, I have to review something, and after this, I have to go and edit something and put stuff together. So it's really hard for me a lot of times to even be present, but about half the time I am, which is good. I like you guys interacting and helping each other out, and just it to feel like a community. It's pretty much like a mini Twitch stream, like every 3 to 4 times a day, which is what I like about it. It's not about it making more money, because it actually doesn't make more money. It is interaction. It's the same interaction. If somebody's going to watch a video or not watch a video, they're going to come in and see something, they're going to leave regardless. So if they want to stay, they're going to stay. If they don't want to stay, they're not going to stay. It doesn't matter me premiering or doing this normal video. It's just the way it is. It's just that I personally want to do it this way. That's how I want to do it. That's how I'm going to do all my videos like that, except for the trailers. The trailers are just trailers. You don't premiere trailers. That's kind of tacky. But everything else, and the reason why it's tacky, because the trailer usually is like 1 to 2 minutes. I don't want people showing up for 1 or 2 minutes like that and waiting for some countdown. Just watch the trailer and go about your life. That's all I want at the end of the day for that. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel. Hit the notification bell so you can be first in the notification squad, so you can get all the notifications, because premieres will tell you when they're about to premiere on YouTube, but it won't tell you majority of the time if you're not with the notification bell. So hit it, and I'll see you next week.